That's an interesting question, and one I've been asked a lot. And I'm afraid we have to rather turn it around and say, well, which footpath are you talking about? Because there is no statutory minimum or maximum width for a footpath. So we come down to looking at the footpath in question and looking at how we would deduce the evidence for that one. The first place we would go to is the definitive statement. That's a part of the record of public rights of way, and on there there may be a specific width that was recorded by the surveyor who did the inspection in, say, the 1950s or 60s when the records were being created, and it may say the route is 18 inches wide or 2 feet wide. However, that's relatively unusual. Often there is no recorded statutory width for a footpath. So I think that probably the next place to look would be actually on site and see what's going on and see how wide the available path is for the public to use. If, for example, it now exists between a hedge, say, on one side and a fence on the other, then the 18 inches could have become the width that's available between those two structures, and we have to consider more width has been dedicated. It's presumed the public would spread over the entire available width. We could also look at historic sources, old maps and so on, to see if there were any clues there about what the route looked like, what its physical character was at the time it became dedicated. But as I say, we could have more width dedicated since then. I think the other way to look at it, and this is often the context in which I'm asked this question, is if works are going on, what should the width be for reinstatement of the footpath? I think if it's an agricultural field, it's pretty clear, because there is a statutory requirement to reinstate a cross-field path that you're disturbing for ploughing and cropping to a width of a minimum of 1 metre, more if you know it exists at more because of the legal record. A headland path shouldn't be ploughed generally, but if there is permission to do so, then you're talking reinstatement of 1.5 metres along the headland. And the same width would apply for disturbance of routes for other engineering works and so on, for which there is due authority. So all in all, I'm afraid it depends, but I hope that information is useful.